Just a second.
Hell, our home. Frozen when heaven extinguished the pyre. But one spark is enough to reignite a revolution. The Bone Shaker, our train, travels the rail connecting our two worlds. The last surviving remains of the pyre drives the heart of our engine. The gilded wing will stop at nothing to destroy it. But the champions of hell will defend
None of
what's
those are
ours.
champions.
Because if we don't, there will be nothing left to defend.
So yeah, that's basically the story. You're fighting to save hell. Let's turn the volume down a little bit. Nice. Just do standard run, starting run. Yeah, that's fine. I was just making sure it was capturing correctly. So I did remove my save data from this before I had. I'll explain when we actually can see it. Welcome to Hell. Your train is carrying precious cargo, the last remaining shard of the pyre. Need to relight the fires in the depths of hell. Invaders from heaven, the winged, will do anything to prevent you from completing your journey. So make wise decisions and build up your band of monsters to have any hope of success. Good luck, Hellborn. So, normally there'd be stuff off to the sides, and you could use them before you get into a battle. Limbo. This wasteland has always been a desolate crossing to hell. It serves as a buffer, the first ring of hell, the only separation from heaven. The ice only turned an endless desert into an endless tundra. Heaven's priests, these disciples have dedicated themselves to service of heaven in attempt to restore the life of their companions. Fight. So, nice. This is your pyre. If it takes too much damage from any attacks, your run is over. Enemies board the train. Enemies enter at the lowest level, usually. Move up one level every turn. They reach the top, they'll attack the pyre. Your pyre can fight back. The pyre's stats are up here. 80 is how much health it has. 20 is how much damage it deals in a single attack. Some units to defend your train. Play each unit card once per battle. Usually. Your champion will be free. So in this case, we've got the Hornbreaker Prince. Ooh. Well, each floor of the train has limited capacity. The amount of space the unit will take up is indicated by the number of pips on its card. So right now, 2 out of 5 are full. The combat previews are now enabled. Preview number shows the amount of damage each unit will take during the combat phase. Your next unit defeated. So, our Hornbreaker Prince has 10 armor and multi-strike 1, meaning he hits twice instead of just once. So we have 6 damage twice, 6 health, but 10 armor. 10 armor, the armor just stacks on top of it, on top of regular health, and gets used first, usually. So here, over on the enemy team, we've got 2 damage, 25 health, and then this one has 1 health, and doesn't attack, but instead heals its friends. So we've got 3 pips left on the train on this floor. Enemies will slowly move up the train 1 floor at a time, usually. But we're gonna put the train steward there. So now we're at 4 out of 5 full. Torches are spells that just deal 2 damage to an enemy. Not a lot, but I can kill that one so that the damage they would have dealt is not and then just a tiny bit more. Cards usually have a cost up here on the left, and that's your energy down there. Draw a pile, and then also how much you draw and energy gain. Discard pile, and then somewhere around here will be our, I think it's purged or banished or something like that. Cards that you're not getting back until after the fight. So right now we have our steward is taking 2 damage, and this guy will be taking 17. And then when you end your turn, they just go at it. We'll put another steward here. Torch him. Or her, whatever. So that they die. And fights usually go from the top down in order, but when it involves the actual pyre or whatever it's called, it ends there. So it'll go this floor first, second, third, and that one will be last. Okay. Beat the boss to win the battle. Relentless ability means combat will continue this turn until one side is completely defeated. All bosses are like that. And so normally enemies just spawn a few waves, and then eventually the boss shows up. Once you kill the boss, doesn't matter if there's other enemies still alive, the fight ends. Okay, so the steward's gonna end up dying, but he's gonna die without even touching our champion. I think I'm gonna turn the volume down just a little bit more. I do have a few complaints about this game. Namely, you have to click to unselect the card. And you actually have to click the X to close the menu. So, end of a fight, you get spoils, in this case $50, and then the clan packs are from Clan Pack and Ally Clan Pack are cards from those factions. We'll get more into that with the next one, with the next run. I'll take Fortify. I'll take... Let's do Steel and Enhancer. Yeah. So now, we've got a choice to make. We can go to one of the sides, not both. So you can do the things on the sides in whatever order you choose. So over here we've got Merchant of Steel and Hellhorn banner. So from the Hellhorn, a card from the Hellhorn faction, and then we can upgrade units, which are the people we put in other than the champion. And over here we've got the Awoken banner and the Merchant of Magic, which lets you upgrade your spell cards. We don't really have good units, we just have the champion and the stewards, and the stewards are kind of trash. So we're going to go over to this side to group a spell. Let's see here. We've got a Husk Hermit and a Woken Hollow. So on summon, gain 60 max health, rejuvenate, and cultivate 2. So when he rejuvenates, he cultivates 2. I think I'll go with this guy just because he's a big tanky guy. Whereas this guy would just be dealing 5 damage to every enemy on his floor. Merchant of Magic. By default, each card can be upgraded 2 times, other than the champion. So in this case, we've got right now upgrade a spell to cost 1 less, upgrade to have plus 10 magic power, so extra damage or healing. Eternal Stove removes consume, but also makes the card more expensive. I don't want any of these. So we're just gonna leave. You can reroll a shop once per visit, and you can also purge cards from your deck. Barbed Disciples. These spike foes will make direct attacks more painful. Using spells from afar will let you fight without sacrificing your units. So, spikes, it's a video games staple. So, how I said that normally they only go up 1 floor at a time. This unit... Oh, never mind, this guy's just axe spikes. So, to get rid of the spikes, we're gonna torch him. Now he has no spikes. He deals no damage. Okay. Torch that one, and that one. Redo him some more. So every time that this big guy gets healed, he's actually giving attack and extra health to our guy behind him. Which is great because he hits multiple times. Just as a safety net, we'll put 2 stewards up there. Okay, forge them. Okay. Okay, hidden passive, descend a unit, piercing, deal 100 damage to friendly and enemy units. Multi-imps, deal 5 damage to enemy units. I kind of like Inferno, and I would just use it to clear out a floor where I don't have units present. But it's very expensive. I'll still take it though. Let's do Restoration Detonation. Okay, so now we've got another warrior upgrade. You get a unit. And these blue things are events, so random thing happens. This heals your pyre. We're at full health, so I don't really need it. But this duplicates any card except your champion. I like that. We're going to start by going here because, again, you can go in whatever order you prefer. A Penance Yard comes into view. A truly terrible sight. Dead Hellborn from across the 9 rings of hell are strung up as atonement, just for existing. Base of these awful contraptions are some familiar blights, but peeking through you can see something of value underneath the rubble. Which pile do you expect further? So then we get to make our choices. We do get previews to what we get. So we would add 3 of the calcified ember cards. Not very good one. They just take up a spot and take a lot of energy to play. Massive. But whenever we would play them, it would be 120 damage to the enemy in front, which is pretty good actually. Penitent Remains. When summoned, friendly units get +2 attack for every blight card in your deck. So they'd get a +6 just off the bat. When you play a blight card, restore 5 fire health. I think we're gonna go with the stones, though. It takes you some time to move the massive stones, but when you do, you're rewarded with the treasure was hiding beneath. Parts. And that gives us, I'm gonna end up calling them relics, I don't know what they're actually called. We can still take this, not that we need healing, but now we can dupe something. And I think I'm gonna dupe Steel Enhancer. I like that card. Got our first, like, so those two were kind of like mini bosses. This is an actual boss. Daedalus the Professor, heavily armored creation to protect this ex-professor in his quest to safeguard Seraph from the Winked. His plating seal, construct explosives, enter with damaged shield. So your original engineer of the armor and weapons used by disciples, with specific knowledge of Seraph's light and how to harness its energy. He was a chief contributor to the breaking of the rail, something that impresses me almost as much as it angers me. So all the lore notes I think are written by a character, are all written by the same character. Okay. So actual bosses. So they'll explain here. Daedalus is the strongest boss we've faced yet. Moves between floors freely, but can be attacked if you clear out other enemies on that floor. Then, watch out. This bomb has a triggered ability and will explode on its turn, dealing damage. Check tooltips of units with purple trigger icon and see the details of their abilities. So, at the start of his turn, he despawns and deals damage to whoever I've got in front. Right now, Daedalus does not attack, he just absorbs a ton of damage if we can. And he'll occasionally move between floors, but again, we can't actually damage him. We're gonna stick with our main thing. Let's see here. That's just enough for him to survive. Move the train steward there, since we have the energy for it. And we kill you, so you don't get a chance to attack. And let's just do a tiny bit of damage there, since everything else is covered. Right. Oh, right, he's got the lowest health right now. Let's get him some armor. And so I don't lose my steward, I'm going to torch the bomb. Never mind, I'm losing the steward. I didn't see that it had a damage shield to block that for a sec. Oh well. So this steward card is not going to be usable for the rest of the fight. It will come back for the next one, but figures this shows up when I'm not ready for it. Let's start with a big heal on you, a lesser heal on you. And we'll get rid of you since we can't kill the bomb. Alright, final waves. Now, just back to back, punching the shit out of each other. I'm not even gonna lose, big guy in front. Right. We'll leave it on Ultra. So, I like this one. Quick makes it so that it changes the turn in order for that unit, where my guys will now attack before that my guy will attack before their guys. So we are going to take that. Hollow. So it's like our guy, but gets spiky. I'm gonna take the Steel Worker. I'm actually gonna take Light Seraph, so that makes it so each floor has one more pip of wiggle room to use. So over here we've got an artifact, some cash, and heal, and then we'll always have access to this champion upgrade. Over here we've got merchant magic merchant rather, woken card, and then this lets us remove 2 cards from our deck. That's tempting, especially since we're at full health, but I do like artifacts. Okay, start your turn, add a Vine Grasp spell with Purge to your hand. That's pretty good. At the very least, it's 3 damage every turn. This is 2 damage whenever an enemy goes between floors. Not super useful in my opinion, so we'll go with that. Okay, when you upgrade a champion, you get 2 options. Normally it doesn't start upgraded, but since this is a tutorial, it started with the first upgrade already done, which is why we have a choice between Wrathful and Brawler 2. Left will be continuing in the upgrade that you already chose, right will be adding on extra things. So, I think I'm going to go with Brawler 2, so he hits a 3rd time and has armor, and doesn't get any extra health, whereas over here he would get a lot of extra damage and health. He would get extra damage, extra health, and whenever he kills something he would get 10 armor, and when he takes damage he would get rage, which is 2 attack per stack, but decreases at the end of every turn. So yeah. Undergo trials with great risk and reward. Activating the trial will make the battle more difficult, but you'll earn an extra reward if you do it. I almost always take them. Enemies enter with Spell Shield 2, that's fine. It might be low level flip, but overload you with penance. Don't take them off quickly. So these guys put blights into your deck. Let's go into audio and turn sound effects down a bit. Hello, Breaker. Just keep that out of the deck. Kill him first. Occasionally, also, these will spawn. They just, you kill them, you get extra money. They don't really do anything else. Okay. Click on you, so now you attack. Since I was going to play once per battle, cards consume played, still in the consume pile when played. Not available until next battle. Yep, alright, so that one. I don't have enough energy, sorry, ember to do that. Steel Enhancer. Okay, since we stayed on top of all the enemies spawning, uh, we do not... No one spawns because the boss is up next. So it's just a little break. A little breaky break. Okay. Okay. We'll just take it up to fortify, sure. Another restoration detonation. Okay. Putting the health pool on the side that I want to go to. So this lets you duplicate a non-boss card. I think we've already seen them, so we're going to take the cash. And this guy's selling artifacts, relics. More reroll. Units cost 2 less, that's pretty good. I do have a card with consume, so we'll take it. No, I don't know why the shopkeepers are all cats. Okay, this one's a little trickier since it spawns enemies on every floor to begin with. So we'll probably take some actual damage. Okay. Guy. Let's save our big guy. Torch will no longer kill that, so we need to go with the Vine Grasp. Okay. Oh boy. Brief respite. Okay. For a while there, we weren't going to be finishing the fight on the first floor. Super ultra. Just for boss fights. rather strong like fires snack from a horrible pest aboard my train. Sharp crystals don't digest well. You can always skip to get $10 instead. Kinda like that. Also kinda like that. It's a unit that takes up 1 spot. Can't attack normally, but lets you draw an extra card while it's out. You summon the second unit during turn gain 3. No. That's good. Enemies have a 50-50 chance to do nothing on their first turn. Merchant of Magic. I will re-roll. Sure. We're gonna take consume off of that. Also make it 1 cheaper. Let's counteract that. Better heal. Here's our next actual boss. Fell the Wings of Light. Once my Cliff Sally, this Cliff legend has been able to create new wings out of the light that heaven used to admire her ingenuity. I'll never be able to forgive her for abandoning the 2 of us. Fell the Wings of Light. Cliff Absolver's guard fell to weigh you down with guilt before the warrior can make her killing blow. Remove these weights, support her assault. Scarring Crest. Fell and her allies will add Scourge cards to your hand and deck. What a bitch. Also summons Alabaster Guardians that do not move. Ooh. I made it. Oopsie. By putting him in front. And there's no do-overs in this game. This game's a little finicky when it comes to going between floors. Wildwood. Steel. Add a sauce. It would be funny just to drop that. And they were both dying, and now they're not. Just barely. Okay, he's gonna die in this. He cannot make the thing quick either. Shame. Okay. things are not looking hot. I think we could have won if we had better luck with drawing, but we actually have pretty shitty luck, all things considered. Oh well. There are no do-overs. Pretty close to the end. So, Hellhorn leveled up. March of Shields. Move unit to the front and apply armor 10. Hell yeah. And Ashes of the Fallen. Summon abilities trigger an additional time for playing imps, so that's their shtick. Awoken leveled up. Apply regen 2 and spikes 2. Add a copy to your discard pile. Friendly units get +1 attack for a stack of spikes. Hell yeah. And then it shows you new records and stuff. And then here's the level you got people at. Then how you unlock the other factions, cards you have unlocked, victories you've had. Yeah. So, and then over here eventually will be your Covenant level, which is like Slay the Spire's Ascension, which is harder and harder runs. I had only gotten up to like level 8. And unlike in Slay the Spire, the level of that is shared between all classes. You don't have to individually level them up. Okay. New run. So, first you choose your primary clan, determines your champion, starting deck, and what content you find during the run. You find more of your start than you do of your secondary. I'll do the green this time. Then allied clan cannot be the same as your primary clan, so they're just here to assist. You get spells mostly, or secondary cards from your ally. In this case, we get torches added into our deck. So we'll go with this. Here's what our main bosses are going to look like. So knowing that that's our final boss for this run, we need to try spec into spell damage. Would you look at that? We're going to go with Channel Heart so that sting spells get extra power. We do not start with stings, but they're a real common one. I like them. So here we've got Bristling or Cultivating. So Spikes 10 or Revenge, Cultivate 1, and draw +1 each turn. We'll go with Spikes. So this champion, unfortunately, does not have any attack power to begin with. Enemies start with 10 armor, other than the boss. Okay, so your starting hand will always have your champion, and I think it'll always have another unit, too. Let's kill... Oh, no, we can't kill another one, so we'll do that. Yeah, this was a mistake. remember why I don't normally do green decks. Like, green, in my personal opinion, green makes a great secondary deck. Great supporting faction. Does not make a good actual faction. I mean, we still won, but gross. Okay. Steel Enhancer. We'll do Form Break. Do Steelworker to keep behind our guy. Non-bosses have spikes. That's our main method of dealing damage too, so... Sting. And we'll take another Form Break. I need that heal, please. I should have done the event first, because there's a lot of events that deal damage to you. Like this one. Broken Shards. We like our restore 5 health. I'm gonna leave. This deck is not shaping up so great, so... There's one there's one upgrade I'm hoping to get, and I'm just not getting. This will make the other Horn Break free. Talos, the Architect. In these visions, I've seen crystals used as prisons for souls, shards they've been called. But it seems their creator, a human of some ancient renown, created them to split the divine titans. It's unclear why this happened. What became of human exile, or the importance of humans in this forgotten tragedy. Architect of the Exodus attacks blindly and gains more protection with each unit she slays. Take her out quickly. Enemy units enter with Rage 2. Talos attacks every turn and gains armor on slay. Well, it's a good thing we're magic. Okay, so you and you need to kill, so that you survive, give you an extra bit of health. Okay. Bit overkill, but restore a torch, so we win. I think Talos did more damage to itself than we did to it, but herself. We did to her, but still. Deal damage to the friend enemy equal to 15 times the number of imp units in your deck. Okay. Go spores. Plus permit. And we're gonna make the floors a little bit bigger. Okay. Two good things over here, one useless thing. Yeah, we'll go here. We're gonna remove a pair of stewards. And we'll just take the cash there. Ooh, multi-strike. We'll put that on our sweepy boy. And put quick on it too. Extra health and spikes on Steelworker. Then, let's see here. Revenge, cultivate one. We'll stick with. We'll do extra spikes. Not a huge fan of spike builds usually. Non-best enemy units get multi-strike for an artifact. Say less. Okay. So you're in front. You're behind her. And you. And you're dealing a lot of damage, so don't. Torch. And also torch. Regen and more spikes. Don't mind if I do. More health and regen. Oh, and I forgot to explain, sweep means it attacks all enemies at the same time. On the floor. I should have been putting it on the other one. Actually, no, it's not. They're not gonna make it. So let's kill you. card with consume is played, deal 30 damage to front enemy unit. Do you have anything with consume on it? No. I'll go with engraft. Skip that too. Okay. Go this side. And ditch the last two stewards. It is possible to make stewards better, but that works. Boss and non-boss enemies have spikes. Not great, since we're starting to spec into multi-strike. Like, he's gonna end up fucking killing himself. And quick. Ah, I can't kill the money guy without putting Steelworker up there. Alright, Sweepy Boy is about to kill himself on the spikes. I could have played that better. Stealth 8. Well now, that is some bullshit. So... well, she dies in 3 hits. What? Brilliant Unit Center with Rage? Sure. Deal damage to the front enemy equal to 4 times the amount of armor. Okay. Could work. We need the heal. Past Train Graveyard, and there are several of your fallen allies within the beast of gnarled steel and metal. Now, lie now extinguished fire shards. Even further inside the rubble, you can make out some less protected treasures. Perhaps if you were relight fire shards using some of your own, trains would reveal their value. For the train's fire shards, you relight. Small shard, so you lose health, but you get bonuses. Extra health. Fire kills, get 5 health back. Friends get extra 10 health, but cannot be healed anymore. So this one's worthless, this one goes against our build, so we'll go with that one. Prior to the Covenant, the creation of these pyre artifacts was commonplace but dangerous. This led to widespread chaos and eventual creation of the Covenant. Pyre Shard flickers the light treasure now revealed as the pyre moves its final defense. Musically, the Pyre Shard goes down once more, this time for good. You are all that is left. Build is not good. Yeah, let's put extra power on that one. Make that cheaper. Arcus, Darkness Incarnate. Using unknown ancient powers, Arcus summoned shards of divinities to halt your advance. Shadow Arcus will summon Blinding Dark Shard and Shattering Dark Shard. Bell spoke of another sibling only once, saying he was both dark of wing and of mind. Seraph has also alluded to the imprisonment of their Forsaken brother, but my memory fails to provide more details than the mysterious Arcus. Okay, so can attack cannot be damaged or targeted in any way. When you summon people, they get dazed. Okay, torch you, deal with you. One of your units dies on that. Point of contrition. Alright, you're gonna kill them all right here, right now. So we're gonna take the fight to you real quick. Stinging spores to you. Everyone's full health, but we'll still play that. Okay, and that fight's actually starting. So we're doing 20 per hit. So that will just... Well... The unfortunate thing is that I've lost again, is the unfortunate thing. About doing a spell build is shit like that can happen, where your units are so front-loaded that, yeah. We'll do a new run, but we're just switching back to red lead with green support. Let's see here. Extra armor or cheaper units? Let's go extra armor. So Slay gain armor, Revenge gain rage. Yeah. Can kind of do an armor build. Enemies appear fucking everywhere. Still kill you first. I should put you back. Doesn't do enough damage to kill. Doesn't do enough damage to kill. So we're just gonna heal you up, get you ready for the fight. Took a little bit of damage, unfortunately. Sharp and sure. Yeah, here. Sweeper again. Put endless on our imp. Plus 10 on sweeper. Extra armor on enemies, sure, why not? Okay, you don't deal any damage, so you can just go. Oh, new clan unlocked. Stygian Guard. Craft them to support the ancient guard of the Stygian Sea. Skill sirens and ancient totems work together to eradicate the winged from hell. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Batman. Sure. Bomber. Sure. I do like extra armor. Start here. Bone Shaker makes his way through an abandoned train yard. Once bustling workshop is now eerily silent and empty, picked over by scavengers. In the rubble, you're able to pick a couple things that might be useful. Large hook and quick release doors. The doors trap shoot. Send a unit to bomb floor, apply days 2. Okay. Hook. Send an enemy unit to fire room, apply days 3. Go with the doors. Wants to help the crew install the doors, giving you more control of the location of any invaders. The Bone Shaker be a quick ejection. Heal. And we'll just take that. Go. Talos. Affected her aggressive precision. Strike the swift into today's those she hits. Soul Sucker. There you go. Talos attacks every turn, applies days on strike. Talos is. I think Talos is the only one that attacks outside of the final boss rush thing. Nice permit, and multi-minute kills everyone in front. Let's just put extra damage and spikes on you. And yes, you can use your own spells on, your own aggressive spells on your own dudes. And there are times where it actually pays off to do that. That was fast. Let's see here. Huh. Fuck it. Let's get +1 size again. See if we can get Keepstone. That's what I want. Not Impalate. Make Impalate cheaper. That's fantastic. Oh, right. As always, throw the stewards in there. So they gain more armor, and also damage, or keep getting more armor and rage. boss get multi-strike. That'll help us get extra super angry. Well, I don't like using that strong spell on that weaker guy, but it is what it is. Them so they don't haste on us. You could use a little bit of healing. Friendly units gain +2 on Slate. Nice. Sure, Pirate Chomper. Don't really need either of those. Any of those, rather. I don't have a ton of cash, so I guess I won't do artifacts. We'll trash a steward and a torch. Cheapen and sharpen. Kill them all, kill them on the floor, or they go back to full health. All or nothing. Every floor. Play your third card of the turn, draw a card. Okay. Let's put cheap on you. And on the other sharpen. Fell. All Master Guardians have spell shield 5. Fell gives armor. Okay. Let's actually turn down the speed a little bit. Right. Never mind, he got armor at some point. Come back down, would you? How many freaking spell shields do they have? 5, apparently. do like quick. I think we're going with extra energy. I don't really have any deck-defining cards, so let's go this way. Yes, a lot. 150 bucks for 25 health. Let's upgrade our champion. Extra. Ooh, do like extra hits. Endless on our last hit. Okay. Winged Horde. Weaker soldier this month. Although weaker soldiers this month, we will fight with all they have, dealing damage to units as they take their final breath. Start with armor, 400 bucks, sure. Like I said, I almost always take the gamble. Sixteen out of 23. Ah, I forgot I didn't have an extra draw from these. Aw, Sweeper's gone. Oh hey, we can finally get the consumer out. Okay. Get another quick put on. Nah. I got more junk than I need in this. Seraph the Penitent. Patient, sorry. We could go for a heal. Dupe. Okay. Start here. Toss a couple of torches. Get the heal. Don't particularly care for any of those. But let's go check out the trinkets before we roll. We don't have Sting. When you summon first imp each turn. Okay, extra health. And that'll be an Alpha Strike. It's a lot of extra energy for the first turn. I'm gonna go back to the shop. Just make you better. Multi-strike on you is actually pretty nice. And we'll give you extra health just to cover up your shortcoming. We still have enough for it? Sure, we'll take it. The end is near. The traitor is grown impatient. Join the fight immediately and gain strength every move you make. Okay, rally and incant. Seraph attacks every turn, applies melee weakness to your front unit, and gains attack on rally and incant. Melee weakness means they take double, well, they take increased damage equal to 1 plus X stacks times 1 plus. So if you have 1 on there, it's going to be double damage. If you have 2 stacks of it, it's triple, and so on and so forth. Breaker of the Covenant, Invader of Hell. Once a Savior of Hell and Guardian of Heaven. He worked with me to build the rail. Now he's a worse monster than I could ever imagined. Ever could have imagined. Okay. Final boss. Okay. You can't. Ugh. And rally. Okay. Fucked off to the top floor. Think about it, I should probably be stacking him up since he's already stacked. Can't move you, but I can. Oh, I can move you. When you get stunned. I want you back on the deck. Everyone has full health. Okay. Unfortunately, Sweepy is gonna die. Explodey boy there. Bring it back. Alright. There we go. Frozen Heart. Covenant unlocked. Covenant rank 1. Covenant allows you to opt a higher challenge level and start mastering cards on victory. Covenant rank goes up every time you win on highest unlocked rank. Hell yeah. Hellhorn leveled up. Impressive. Unbroken Horn. It's the ice cream from Slay the Spire. Rail Beater, armor 30 strike, apply melee weakness melee weakness 1 to attack unit. Alloy of the Ancients, apply 25 armor. Wolf level up, Razor Sharp Edge. Priory's Quake. Friendly unit is healed. Deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to the amount healed. Okay. So, Hellhorn is now level 4. Woken is level 3. Stygians have yet to be used. We've gotten a victory with the Woken's Covenant level 1. New run. Probably just do one more. I'm thinking doing the Stygians with the Hellhorn. The Stygians are mostly more about spells than they are units. You can get some real good synergies through their spells. Oh right, I have so Mollusk Mage, Wind Passages, Unnamed Tome. Can work with that, I suppose. I forgot to even see what the thing did. Friendly units enter with armor. This is a spell one, so we might as well. So, and they also use Frostbite, which is poison in any other game. So we'll sweep and spell weakness everyone. First defense, armor on enemies, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, haha! Train Steward there to keep you alive. Spell weakness works the same as melee weakness, but for spells. Silence. Okay. You there. You there. 12 damage, so let's kill you. Okay. You can deal damage. Alright, spell weakness. Forgot about that. Okay, I meant to move the Mollusk Mage up. Oh well. So that we can deal even more damage with our first spell here. Physical crystals is good. And let's get Volcano, Sweep, Strike, Quiet, Frostbite, Lightning, Siren Bow. And we'll upgrade our spells, please. We don't have anything that can take that. Put that on crystals. And put that on crystals. Enemies appear everywhere. I probably should have said no to that one. It was kind of chump change. like both of these because one of the sticking weaknesses is they're just fragile. How much health do they actually have? You only have 6. You two have 3, you have 10. Oh, hey, Talos. Oh, good, and you've rearranged everybody. Fantastic. Lost range. So you're 16, you're taking double, so we decrease that. For yourself by small scrooge. Oh, and side everyone else. And Frozen Lance finishes the job. Sure, I'll look at the agents. I want someone who can tank. I guess Strange Fruit will have to do. Take the extra energy. Heart of the Unnamed. Welcome aboard. And we're going to get rid of Hidden Passage. And a Steward. Unless on any on our shark friend, who we're also going to give extra health to. Put that on me. Real quick on no one. I'd like to get either sweep or multi-strike on Siren. Spell weakness 2. Yep. Non-boss enemies get multi-strike for an artifact. Oh, I'm not gonna survive this. Let's see. You're dealing a ton of damage, so don't. Let's actually put, yeah, Steward up here. Root here. I should have put them the other way around. Oh well. Let's actually get you up. You can overcome the limits on a level through spells like that. So. Haste, relentless, should save. Still not gonna survive for super long. But we did get some nice spell weakness on him, so this is gonna just destroy him. Soon crown. I can actually help out pretty good on our champion since he can kill all the small ones real easy. Dazed 1 to immune, discard your hand. Discard your hand, draw 5. My spell weakness 2 to immunes. I like that. And I'll take another of them. artifacts. Mechanic abilities trigger an additional time. That's fantastic. That's what our siren and our shark friend are doing. A 1,000 eyes seems to awaken as you grow near. Deep within a voice merges. Believe your life and wealth may be rewarded for deemed worthy. You don't often make offerings to unknown beasts, but consider making exceptions. Carefully toss and tribute. Worth is yet to be determined. Only further tribute will sway us further. You need to question your worth. Only further tribute, blah blah blah. Still leave us unsure. Bitch. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. That's such a terrible reward. Spells get an extra upgrade, and we don't have enough money to even consider rerolling. I'm gonna pass for once. We don't have great. Okay. This is the safer move. It's just... Hell, strongest steel. Won't be drawn, at least. Let's take this chance to just heal up. Okay. Oh, he sweeps. That's why it's doing so little damage. Shit. Never mind. We're good. good for our shark friend. This side. So take the cash. Here. Oh hey. The story makes its way towards the train in its unusual carriage. Hellborn, how fortunate am I? Our travels have finally crossed paths. I'm reporting the events of Armageddon for posterity. Possibly futile, I know. I shall make a fortune if you do somehow succeed. So would you characterize yourself as honest, aggressive, or stealthy? 1 times 40. No. Aggressive. Fire gets +1. That wasn't going to the pyre, then maybe. Stealthy. It's basically a torch or whatever the little fire spell is, but if you kill with it, you get to add 50. I'm gonna put permafrost on. No. Reroll. +10 magic power. You and cheapen the other crystals. We'll pass. Hell, the wings of light. Press. Add scourges. Thank you so much. I love the scourges. Scourge of the Shire? Fantastic. I'm just kidding. Well. Awesome. I should have done that in better order. Go up. Armor for him. You have sweep, don't you? Nope, just multi-strike. We're gonna stack up spell weakness and then hit her with icicles. Yeah, this is doing probably over 1,000. Oh. Aw, we can't make it hit harder. Oh well. Yeah, 1470 with a single spell. I guess we just stacked up so many spell weakness on her. Don't like any of those. Light of Seraph, sure. Heal, cash, merchant. Eternal Stone. Not what I was hoping for. Holy. Okay. Strike, add frostbite, or triple down on the spell weaken. Yeah, we can make that. Oh, right, Ember Drain. Forgot that bastard does that. Could waste my money. Oh, you got sweep and are just generally pain in the ass. That's not good. That is not good at all. No more of that Ember Drain nonsense, please. Okay. Sweet. Without stacking an insane amount of spell weakness on him, I don't think we've got this. Yeah, we lost. Oh well. One more. Firebound attuned, deal 90 to hell yeah. Sigiled seaweed, 50% chance to apply silence when he enters your train. Hell yeah. Horn leveled up. Tiresome flying. Send a unit in 5 days to Unit signal at start turn at a random imp unit to hand. Shark-tailed Queen. Exiled champion for this clan. Can now choose to start runs with the champion and their starter card. Okay. One monster. Enemies are stronger, add additional randoms to starting cards to your deck. Queen's Infamy. Summon, deal 10 damage to the front unit. Yeah, we'll use her. And fuck it, we'll stick with the Stygians. So we start with 2 Welder Helpers, Grounding Right, and 2 Mollusk Mages. Rally. Actually, kill all imp units, deal 20 damage per imp to enemy units. Okay. Imp engine. Oh, right. That's only absorbing 1 hit. The Impling will kill that. do like welder helpers. Kind of bloating the deck, I'm realizing. Multi-strike on you. And we'll just give you a straight up extra bit of health. No spikes, actually. I should have done spikes. Bad order, I should have done that first. Wrong placement. Right. Increased magic power. Forgot about that. Start with you. And you. We've got enough welder helpers. Draw one, discard one. Sure. You can get those big spells that like throwing themselves out. Scorched steel. Steel hammered in the heat of the scorched plains is easily recognized by its banding. After the freeze, the steel became in short supply, but I've still been able to stockpile a small amount for defensive enhancements. Alright, it's you again. I'm still gonna go with stealthy. Knockback. Good. Protective Sin. And start with 5 armor. How much health you got left? 4. Well, shit. forgot he had triple hit. Otherwise I would have used a different spell there. That was a lot of back and forth. I should put it in the middle. Okay. Let's go. We'll skip. Energy. Sweep, strike, apply spell weakness. Siren of the Sea. Sure. Gain 2 armor. I was hoping to find Endless to add on some more, but Imps. But... Ooh. Imp Parade. That works just as well. Spikes, fine. first damage, I think, this fight. Plate. And they'll die through frostbite. Okay, took a lot more damage than I would have liked. But it's not even a good relic. Put frostbite on that, it'll be pretty good. Cash and the excuse me. Spell pact. Drawing on champion card. Ugh. Extra armor is good armor. I'll just take the extra health. Spell shield 2. I can work with that. We're mostly throwing imps around. Well, we've got so much. Okay. I should have used it up here. Some spikes would be great against this guy. We'll just get through my shield. Keep stone on our employees, which we're going to make free now. Okay, Arcus Darkness Incarnate. Queen. Heal. Ooh, nice. loud and annoying, but their imps are getting stuff done. March of Shields on you. I should have just ditched them. I forgot that they were still full at the bottom. Okay. Sound mixing, not one of the strong points of this game. Impolite. Four frost effigy, transfer all frostbite on this floor to a unit and double it and give it to the next guy. Or just straight armor. I'll take extra energy again. A spell. I still want to get endless on one of the other guys. Fledgling. Let's do this one. We can't keep armor. Sure. Siren of the Sea just gets beefed. dump the spells on her floor. There we go. And we want this on one of the welders. Armor 20? Sure. Probably a mistake. Okay, he's already dead, he just doesn't know it yet. Now let's stack up your armor. Okay. There's our actual welder helper. I put that wrong. Small huge. Oh. Okay. Good job. Impressive. Seraph. Full health. So let's get some cash. Hold over on something. Thinking on you. Let's cheapify. Yeah. Permafrost on you. Okay. So that would increase it to 100. Sure. And we'll just cheat that all the way down. Energy. Sure. Rage does not decay on friends. Nice. Their third spell of turn. Ooh. We're not much of a spell build, is the thing. Well, we have that returns. Impelate. And inflame, so I guess we only have to play one extra one. And rage does not decay will work. Let's dupe inflame, actually. Or we could dupe impelate. Let's see, what's your deal? Cleanses, buffs, and such. So, duping impelate it is. I should have just used brand new, right, actually. Ah, shit, you didn't get that guy. Oh well. You're speedy, so you got this. Okay. I could have done that in better order. Okay. This is gonna be close, but we might be able to win. Should have been giving him rage, because he hits 3 times. Oh no, I've got it because of Impelate. And kill it with the branding right. Okay. Covenant right 2. Add dead weight to your starting deck. Hell yeah. Master cards. By winning a run with these cards, you unlock special card frames for them. Hell yeah. They just look different, so you know that you've beaten a run with them. My dreams to see a demon more powerful than any of the Hellhorned. One with sharded tail and command over all imps. Could she save the Hellhorned from total destruction, this forgotten queen? Imps die for their horns to grow large. Demons die for their horns to grow sharp. Excerpt from Hell's Horns by Gerd One Horn, discussing the cyclical life of the Hellhorned and how the horns mature. Hell yeah. Okay, level 6, last stand. Double the amount of rage on friendly units. Hell yeah. Gerd's Goad. Demon units get multi-strike 1. It's pretty cool. Fly frozen to a card in your hand. That's cool. Playing a spell that deals 2 damage to a random enemy unit on the floor. Hell yeah. Win streak increased. So yeah, gold means you've beaten it with it. You're beaten a run with it in your deck. Blue means you have it unlocked, and grade means you ain't got it yet. This also says the level of Covenant you've beaten with that combination. Your best streak. Yeah. So I'll probably play some more of this just between major games like Hollow Knight. As you can see in the corner, there's DLC for this that I do not have because it's like $20, I think. I mean, if devs want to give it to me, if someone gave it to me, I probably wouldn't say no. Also worth noting, there's a sequel to this that's already out. I do not have the sequel. I know next to nothing about the sequel. I just was digging through my library looking for something I could play, between major games. I figured, yeah, I'll give this a try. I remember liking this game. Granted, I was mostly playing this, when I was going through chemo. So, and a port storm at that point. Yeah, the game has its flaws, don't get me wrong. One of which is definitely how loud it is. But it gets a lot of things right. Another thing is that I've noticed just on replaying is you seem to see the same artifacts again and again. I don't know if it's just that the different pools there's actual rarity linked to them, and it's just not really well explained. I like a lot of the synergies you can make. Clanless, Hellhorn, Woken, Stygian, Umbra, Melting, Sealed Caverns. I guess that it makes sense that I see a lot of these ones because they're clanless, anyone can find them. But so I had gotten all of the clans to level 10 before I reset. And I had never seen this one since I started playing again. Or this one. I'd seen this one a couple of times, this one, and this one a couple of times. Oh, and that. That's about it. In here, I'd seen like this and this. That's it. I've seen this one a fair few times, and I've seen that once or twice. But I've seen almost all of these between multiple runs. I don't know if it's just because they're they're supposed to be super common or what, but it feels like you don't see a lot of variety in them. I do like how you can make some insane combos. Like, we'll see more of that as we unlock more stuff. Um, I'm I have mixed feelings on the no resets, like, and that comes back down to the controls that I talked about briefly. I mean, I'm only thinking of resets because I've been playing a lot of Slice and Dice. Slay the Spire doesn't have resets, but the controls are a little bit clunky. So, like, I'm used to dragging to use a card. This, once you click it, even if you drag it and then drag back down because you're not going to use it, if you let go, you still have it selected. Not a fan of that. You might be able to change it. Oh, gross. There's emotes? But yeah, I like the art style they went with. A lot of the designs look great, especially in the clans that we have. A lot of the cards we haven't seen yet. I really like the design of. The concept's a bit weird. I've never heard of a triple decker train. Oh, sorry, it's not even a triple decker, it's a quad decker because the fuel source is in the top. Oh, yeah. If you can get it on sale, go for it. And while I like the music again, the sound balancing is just off. I like that this gives you a complete run history. Like, see this big gap? Let's see here. This is where I was right before I reset. I'm surprised it kept that. Let's see here. The last time I played it before re-downloading it was 9/9/2020. So I was about halfway through chemo at that point, and I left on a loss. Oldest. So the first time I played this was 6/27/2020, and I played a lot of runs. High score was from today, just me playing by myself off stream. In fact, my 3 highest scores are from then followed by the one we won a little while ago. Crazy that it keeps all your scores. Logbook is detailed. I really like that you get to see the cards that you've beaten a run with. So that way you can kind of be like, well, I use Impelate a lot. Maybe I'll try to build around something else for once. And I found out you can actually unlock different ones, but you gotta do daily challenges, Hell Rush, whatever that is, and then beating Covenant at rank 25. And I kind of like that you get a second clan to add on, second color of cards to do. It does feel like, I was like, how to put it? For the, it's, it sounds like they should be fairly there, but I think they're there just a little bit more. Not enough to be annoying. You're still getting excuse me, your primary group over the other one most of the time, but but it does feel a little bit weird. Yeah, I do like this game. I'm kind of glad to be back to it. I'm surprised I only played it for a total of 3 months. Anyways, thanks for coming by. Not that anyone's been here. Oh, there's mods. I do not have any mods installed, but thanks for coming by, and I'll catch you next time. Probably with Hollow Knight. Well, we'll see. Till then, take it easy. I wish there was music on the title screen, but there's not.